The shit stays in your head though. I brought up to my therapist the other day. We were talking about all, all this stuff, and like the stuff that stays in your head where I'm like, I will really never forget the moment that and this is why I have this gorgeous, amazing podcast classroom crush, by the way. The time that my best friend, she was my best friend. This is what men do. This is perfect segue. Because this was Brennan and he was hot. He was the hot guy. And we were friends. We were all friends, but he was the popular one. I've talked about him so much on this podcast. Everybody who knows. Everybody, OG heads are like, move on from Brennan.
We know Brennan.
I said, until I have him on the podcast, I won't move on. That's accountability for me. But I remember it's like when two girls and the guy, and then it's like, now we have to kind of fight because of the guy he's here now.
Yeah.
And the fact that she did call me a gorilla, never forget. I said, because it tackled exactly specifically the insecurity of like my hair, like being hairy and and like thick eye, like, and this was not when thick eyebrows
when it was
cool.
all in and cool.
The way that I got so mad when people started drawing that shit in, and I remember the trauma.
Yeah. I was just like, I plugged, like they used to make fun of me, like, shave your arms and stuff. And I'd be like, what, who shaves their arms?
Dude.
And like,
it's really bad.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
The 2000s were hard.
And
2010s.
now, and we have to talk about this as women. Because like this Epstein shit is making me crazy.
Yeah.
You saw all that, all that about how they basically built a millennial woman culture.
Yeah.
I can't get out.
It's interesting because like a lot of that was in like two different documentaries that came out over the last 2 years. There was Victoria's Secret, Angels and Devils. And then what was it? Was it Abercrombie and Fitch?
Oh, there was one.
Yeah, there's that one. And then there's it's Surviving Epstein on Netflix. And all three of those go into so much detail about how, especially the Victoria's Secret one, they go into so much detail about how basically these pervert pedophiles took over this, like, what used to be a nice, like, 80s lingerie cotton making underwear company and turned it into like a suggestible sex factory for teenagers. And it's just if you haven't watched those docs, check them out.
I'll have to watch that. I've just like read the things and watched enough of the fucking, it's just like an Instagram video will change your perspective on everything. This is where we're at.
I think like because of the documents now people are like, oh my gosh. And I'm like,
you're like, it was there.
This stuff was in the doc. And it's like, to me, when I was watching those, that was the stuff that really popped out. Cause you're like, oh, cool. So everybody knew. They were like, we would like to hire 15-year-olds for Victoria's Secret. So everybody knew that.
And just like, and just the very basic like normalization of like, why did no one ever think like putting words on the butt of little booty shorts meant for like 12-year-olds is fucking weird. And like, bro, and I used to see so much of that as like growing up in the dance world. Forget about we need to do another layer of that because there's so much Florida, and Florida is such a dance town. Like that is our as far as like things that kids can do. It was get a fake ID, become a grown up, like as or a girl or whatever. Or like I love dance, but I really do. There's a lot of dance studios. Like that is a big culture there, and dance competition culture. It's like hundreds of girls. Who even fucking knows? Okay, someone investigate on that. See who's culpable in the dance world, because there must be
something behind
there
that.
Must
just
be.
Like those pageants for kids. That
but
shit's weird. Toddlers and tiaras.
Dude,
why?
All of it.
It's so weird.
But I really think it's like, I hope that people seize it as an opportunity to like shift their perspective on everything. Yeah. Right?
And just, I think people have been saying that time period is sort of coming back of people wanting to wear those fashions and everyone being skinny.
I'm like, please, no low rise. No low rise.
Please, no low rise. God, it doesn't look good on anyone.
Well, and what's crazy is like, low rise only looks good on on skinny. Like, God forbid you have fucking ass and hips.
Yeah.
It's not for you.
It's not for us. I
tried.
Sorry. It's not.
It's not. The way that when high waisted came around, I was like,
this changed the game. I was like, we can do this.
I was like, I can be a person.
Yeah, I was
can
like
wear
high-waisted jeans and like even the like high-waisted circle skirts and stuff.
Salvation.
Early American Apparel saved me. The tap short, that was
those
like the high-waisted tap short.
Oh my God, talk about pedophilia. Those were still short on me though, because I had so much ass.
Out of the game.
One thing, you know what I once did? I had a friend who worked at American Apparel, and he was
there.
like, "You did?
Yeah,
yeah."
I have nightmare stories.
I like, of course, wanted to work there. We all wanted to work there, but he was like older, and he was my friend's boyfriend, and he was like, "Do you want to make like $100 and just like hand out flyers for ultra weekend, like whatever?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course." On like South Beach, and I go and they're like, okay, so you could pick one of these bikini tops and one of these shorts.
You have to wear head to toe American Apparel,
and but not just a shirt, bathing suit top, and that was also at a point where I was like, never was feeling good in my body, but where I was like, I wanted so badly to be a part of the American apparel culture, but my ass did not. My ass did not.
I didn't have the body. I worked there in Chicago. I worked at the Wicker Park store and the State Street store downtown.
Yes.
Which were the two biggest ones.
Wow.
And they are so strict. Like, to work the floor, you have to be incredibly hot.
Yeah.
So I was hired back of house. I worked in inventory. I was allowed to go out to restock things, but I did not work the sales floor.
That's crazy.
I worked in the inventory with like mostly the other like black people, and a lot of men that they hired were all like, we were all in a basement like sorting things, and would just come up occasionally. But even if you were working back like the inventory, you had to wear head to toe American Apparel. And they could do a fit check.
Wow.
The managers could be like, we want to do a fit check, make sure everything you're wearing is American Apparel. And by that, they also meant socks, underwear, your bra. And they would want to see. Yeah. And then there would be times when Dov Charney would show up. Like, he would come check the stores, and he would always be like, fit check. Everyone had to like line up, and he would like walk down and like look at everybody, and mostly the girls, and it was creepy. And then like at the end, he'd like pick one of the sales floor girls or a manager and be like, that's going to be like my girl for the weekend.
Ew.
And he would give you like, you got an allowance to like buy American Apparel clothes when you worked there.
Yeah.
And when he was there, he would like be like, he would give it to you and be like,
and of course you're like, I want to be his girl because this is like,
here's your daddy's allowance, and it was disgusting. Just like, mostly did a lot of cocaine, and all the girls would be like, he literally just kind of cries and wants you to call him boss, and he just wants you to be like, oh sir, like, oh my goodness, master, you're so big. And then they're like, and he just does cocaine and cries, and then he gives you like $600.
Not even enough.
Not even enough. Yeah.
Considering inflation.
I mean, this would have been like 2014-ish. And it's like, no, you should have been going for 2000. I guess, I mean, you would stay at his fancy whatever place for the weekend, but that's not enough.
No, that is very bad.
Did know one girl.
Tell me.
And he would obviously order food.
Yeah.
And I guess like he was like out of his mind, and she was like, oh, we should order from this one place, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, make it happen, order it. And she's like, oh, can I get your card? And saved his card info in her like Grubhub or whatever app.
Go off.
And she was like, I ate off of him for straight up a year.
That is the best case scenario of, please, if you find yourself in an ability to do such a thing, people need to break rules.
Okay,
please break rules.
Once in my life, I went on a horrible date with a guy.
Okay.